again, bro, about some of the things that you are going to encounter once you are now becoming a baby dad, right? Once you are now becoming the father of a child and you are no longer with the mom, okay? You are a baby dad now, right? You might be an ex-husband, but you are a baby dad, okay? So just came to talk to you about some of the things that may happen. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about how it is dealing with her family members, right? The people that you got close to, maybe her friends, during the time that you guys were together, but now that you guys are broken up, how those dynamics will change and how you can deal with those. Because obviously, we want you to be able to navigate through these waters and not get wet, you dig? And if nobody ever talks to you about how to deal with this, bro, you have to learn by trial and error. And a lot of times there's a lot of error in those trials, you dig? So we talked about what it's like to just be dealing with the breakup, right? And becoming a baby dad. You're dealing with the breakup. You're dealing with now a visitation schedule and how that can change and how that can make you feel, right? Now you're dealing with the financial piece of it. You having to pay this woman, you're having to take care of certain things that have to do with your child, and you guys are no longer together. Also, how it feels to deal with your ex now that she has become more desirable, right? She has gotten back in shape. She's gotten back in the dating pool, right? And how it is when you get in a new relationship and how those things change, because changes come when you make changes as well. So along with all those things that will come about, bro, and a lot of times comes about in a short amount of time, also comes the change in dynamics with her family and friends. Her family and friends, not yours, right? Because you got close to these people. You might have been around these people for 5 to 10 years, right? And so you're used to having certain relationships with these folks, and it will change, and it will, it will need some adjustment, so to speak. And if you're not ready to make the adjustments and you don't make them properly, then you can find yourself in your feelings a little bit, right? You can find yourself on the outside looking in. You can find yourself feeling lonely, all right? So I'm gonna give you a few tips on how to navigate through that. Now, if anything that I've said in the previous videos, anything I say in this video moves you at all and you get some good information from it, all I ask you to do, bro, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel, bro. It takes you 10 seconds, all right? I appreciate that. That's all I ask you to do. Now, moving forward, bro, you got to understand you done broke up with this woman. Y'all had a child together. You're now taking care of your child. Your child's 3 years old, might be 5 years old, might be 7 years old, might be 9, right? Throughout this time, you got close with some of her family members. Brothers, sisters, mom, dad, aunts, uncles, godparents, right? Cousins. There's all types of people that were around you guys because you were together, right? Now, they initially met you because you were with their cousin, friend, sister, auntie, little cousin, whatever she is to these folks. And so you guys bonded and you formed relationships. And a lot of times people don't realize that your in-laws, you become closer to them than you do with a lot of your own family members because you see them more. Depending on how close her family is, right? They might get together a lot. They might do a lot of cookouts and parties, birthday parties, and dinners for holidays. They might do a lot of those things. So if that is the case, you will find yourself getting close to a lot of these people, and rightfully so. So boom, you guys go through it. You break up. How does it change things? First of all, you have to understand that it will change. It will change, bro. And I don't care how solid you were with these folks. I don't care how good you were to them. Some of them you let come stay in your house. Some of them you watch their children. Things will change. And they're not necessarily always for the bad, bro. It's not always a negative. But they will change because these people are dealing with you guys separately. A lot of times, bro, they don't know who to choose, right? So they feel like they got to choose sides. So that's one of the first things that you'll encounter is people start to act a little strange when you're around them, or strange when it comes to contacting you or returning contact. And they're like, and you're like, dang, why are these people acting funny towards me? Dang, I really used to hang out with them a lot. I really used to be at their house a lot. I really used to whatever. A lot of people don't know how to tell their actual blood relative that, hey, I love you, but this is the homie, and I'm going to still fool with it, right? A lot of people don't know how to do that and keep it straight. They feel like they have to choose. So what you're going to get is some weird energy, bro, from a lot of these people. And I don't want you to take it personal because sometimes they don't know how to choose. And also, too, bro, how many times have they gone through this? How many times have they gone through this where they got very attached to one of their cousins, aunts, sisters, husbands, or boyfriends, and then all of a sudden there was a breakup? Because the other guys they might have got attached to, there was never a breakup. They're still together, right? So just take into account that they might not have gone through this situation before. So they might not be that good at it. Bro, you can't be good at something you haven't gone through before. It's almost impossible. So give these people some grace and some patience, because they're having to choose right now, even if she didn't ask them to. She might not have said, hey, yo, you got to choose between me and my folks, no matter what, right? So she might have never told them that they had to make a choice, but they felt like they had to. So they're just moving a little bit strange, especially if it's new. And a lot of them didn't know it was coming. But that's another factor. A lot of these people, they're not in your house when you're arguing, bro. They weren't around when you got caught cheating or she got caught cheating. They weren't around when you guys were arguing over finances or how to discipline the child, or, you know, who's going to watch the child on the weekends while the other one goes out. They weren't around for those arguments. So they might not have even known you guys were close to breaking up. So they might be a little bit shocked. And bro, guess what? People have feelings toward your relationship, right? They have feelings toward your relationship. They feel really good that you guys are together. They're very happy that their relative is with a good person. So when you guys break up, it takes a toll on other people. It ain't just y'all, because now they're disappointed. Now they had, man, they thought, you know, future vacations, you were going to be on all of those. They thought you guys were going to get married or stay married. They thought you were going to build a new house. All these things, they didn't see this separation coming a lot of times. So, bro, they're also in shock and they have feelings towards it as well, right? So couple that with the fact that they feel like they have to choose, it becomes hard on them as well, right? So just understand that these people might not have seen it coming, and bro, it's taking a little bit of a toll on them. So right at first, it becomes a little strange. Now, something else will happen. They might want you around, right? Because the cousins, the brothers, the uncles, the stepdads, the whoever's, bro, they got used to you being around. They like you. They like you. They want you to come around and watch the games like you always did. They want you to come to the cookouts. They want you to come play basketball. They want you to go fishing with them. But their wives, right, which are also related to your ex, is now putting the pressure on them. Yo, you can't be hanging out with him. They broke up now. You can't invite him and do all this stuff. They broke up now, right? So now you hearing that the brothers got together to watch the game and they invite you. You like, damn, what's happening? You know what I mean? What's happening? I ain't do nothing. I thought it was, you know, and she might have left you alone. Let's keep it a bean. She might have been the one that pulled the trigger. But bro, when you getting pressure from your lady, and some guys aren't strong enough to say, hey, listen, sis, I don't care what you think about this situation. He's coming to the barbecue. You understand? He's coming on a fishing trip, you know? A lot of times they don't want the smoke, so they just leave it alone. It's a lot, you know how it go, bro. A lot of times you don't want the smoke from your lady, so you just don't even want to, you like, you know what? I'm not going to invite him. I don't want to be arguing with my lady. I don't want my little baby cousin. I don't want my niece. I don't want to feel some type of way, so I'm going to just leave the boy out the invitation. And sometimes, bro, that's how guys will get down. Now, bro, I'm going to tell you the truth. If they was all strong like me and you, they'd suck it up and be like, all right, whatever it is, what it is, that's my man's. He's a solid dude. I'm not finna start acting funny towards him just because there was a breakup. You know what I mean? A lot of guys don't have that strength, bro. A lot of guys let their woman run their house, bro. It is what it is, all right? And we can't always look down upon these individuals because of that. Because if they've been living like this for years, bro, they don't know the other side. They don't know. They don't know they shouldn't be letting their woman run their house. They've been doing it for years, bro. So you got to also accept that people are living the way that they live, bro, and not always take it so personal. Not always take it so personal, right? Now, you have to understand, when they heard that you guys broke up, a lot of people got in contact with her. So what story you think that she gave them? Do you think she said, oh yeah, old boy was awesome. He was perfect. He never did anything wrong. It's all me. He's awesome. He's perfect. He's a great dad. He's a great boyfriend, a great husband. He did everything the right way. I was the one that was messing up. I'm taking all the accountability. It was all my fault. No, she's not saying that, my nigga. No, she's not saying that. So depending on what story she gave them, family, now how do you expect them to treat you? And they don't know, bro. They don't think she's lying to them. Come on, man. When she's saying, oh, yeah, he used to stay out at all times of night. Meanwhile, bro, you stayed out twice in 10 years. You understand? But just the wording of how she explained what happened is going to have these folk looking at you with the side eye, fam. It's going to happen, right? Because what they not going to do is then call you and get your side of the story. Most of the time, that's not what they do. They just going to believe the first story. And then also, too, it's a woman coming with the story. So God forbid a woman would lie. Imagine that. So most of these people don't believe that their relative would lie to them, family. So now they're looking at you sideways because they're actually thinking that you were staying out all times of the night and that you were cheating on her every other day and that you weren't paying your half of the bills and that you weren't taking care of the baby. And that could be the farthest thing from the truth, fam. But they're not going to do the research to find out what the truth is. So a lot of times that shade that you're getting from these folk is going to be because they didn't get the real story. And bro, I got to be honest with you. They might never get the real story. And if they do, guess when they'll figure it out? When you move on and you have a successful relationship and old girl keeps going through, jumping from dude to dude to dude to dude to dude, then they start to figure out, oh, wait. Baby girl's the problem, not him. Oh, he wasn't the problem after all. But by this time, bro, 4 or 5 years I went past, you ain't hung out with none of them. You ain't been invited to Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, none of that. That's just how I go. Bro, and I wish there was a solution for that. I don't have one for you. Be honest with you. I'm just letting you know what's going to come and to prepare yourself for it. And once again, we don't take things personal, fam, because I think they would treat whoever she broke up with this way. You know what I mean? It's not specific to you. It would be whoever she went through it with. They're going to take her story. They're going to believe her story. And they're going to think, oh, well, he must have done all that because she said so. Now, you're going to try to keep it consistent with these folk, okay? But, bro, you have to understand they're put in between a rock and a hard place. A lot of times, man, shorty's going to tell them not to fool with you. Oh, y'all going to fool with the man who threw me down the steps? Ooh, y'all going to fool with the man who cheated on me 85 times and had 22 girls pregnant? You going to really fool with him like that? So, bro, you're going to be trying to keep it consistent because you fool with her uncle. You fool with her cousin. You fool with her brother, her daddy, her stepdad. You're going to be trying to keep it consistent, and they're not going to be able to because, brother, the pressure is going to be put on by old girl. After she told the story, whether they believed it or not, and then she's going to put the pressure on. Because a lot of times, bro, they want to take something from you. You know? You done moved on and it seemed like life is cool. Now she want to take something from you. And a lot of times between the child and the relatives, that's all she can take from you, fam. So it's going to be out of spite a lot of times that she's going to put the pressure on them. And you're not going to be there when she puts the pressure on them. So you're not going to know why Uncle Larry acting funny. Damn, Uncle Larry, I done text you about 13 times about your Cowboys play. Boy, why you ain't hit me back? You're not going to know that his niece done told him 1,000. You better not fool with him. You know what, Uncle Larry? If you fool with him, I'm just not coming over your house no more. And right, Playboy, you like, damn, that's immature as fuck, Mark. Yeah, it is. But that's what they do. That's what they do, fam. That's what they do. So be ready to not be as involved with the family as you once were. They love you, right? A lot of them really respect you as a father. A lot of them respect you as a man. But, bro, they're going to be put in a situation where they got to choose. They're not going to get told the correct and truthful story, right? They may not have gone through this before, so they're on the fence. And, fam, they're getting lied to sometimes. They're getting lied to sometimes. A lot of times. So, at the end of the day, bro, we live in a society where people pick their family before they pick what's right or wrong. They pick their family. And a lot of people don't like holding their family members accountable. It's not going to be a lot of them that's going to say to her, hey, sis, was you the one that was the problem? Was you the one that was cutting up? Was you the one that was out too much? Was you the one that was lying? Was you the one that whose phone had some weird things going on inside of it? Huh? A lot of people ain't gonna say that to her, bro. It's easier to hold you accountable. It's easier to hold you accountable. Why not? We'll hold you accountable, fam. You're not even involved no more. It was all your fault. It wasn't our niece's fault. It wasn't our sister's fault. It was your fault. So just be ready for that. Don't take it as personal, and it is going to hurt. So let's be clear about this. Bro, you got close to a lot of these folk. Let's say it's 5 people you was close to. Y'all probably not going to have the same relationship. And that hurts. You already went through the breakup. You're already not seeing your son every day. Now these folk that you got used to seeing every weekend, every other weekend, sometimes on Wednesdays for bowling night, now you're not able to see them like that. Or you know, the energy's off. So it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. So you're allowed to be hurt. You're allowed to be in your feelings. You're not allowed to show your emotions by acting out. You're not allowed to not go get your child because you feel some type of way that her cousin don't fool with you. You're not allowed to call her outside of her name because she lied to her family. We're telling you she's going to lie to her family. Be ready for that. You can't start acting up because of these actions, because one thing I will tell you, fam, feelings fade. Your reputation does not. Feelings fade. Your movements do not. People are always going to remember how you moved. Okay? People are always going to hold you true to that. And bro, listen, at the end of the day, if you're being a good person, and if you were good to those relatives, you can replace those types of relationships. Okay? Those types of relationships. You can't replace those actual people down to a T, because there's no two humans that are all the way exactly alike. But you can establish great relationships with other people to fill in those voids. Okay? And that's what you want to do. But how you do that and how you ensure that the universe is going to bring you great dynamics like that again is to move smoothly through these times of hurt. You don't have to call people out their names, bro. You don't have to talk bad about them. Oh, I ain't like going to their crib anyway. They whole house smell like dog. Well, bro, you used to be over there every weekend. How you talking about these folk house? You know what I'm saying? That's not the way to go. So no matter how you feel, we keep our emotions intact, bro, and we keep it respectful. And the best thing to do is, bro, you can't get in trouble for being silent. You can't catch no charge being silent. Most likely, you don't get into fights being silent, huh? There's no drama when you're silent. So when you're feeling at your worst, man, and you're feeling like, dang, I done got used to these folk, and sometimes these people become your family, right? Now you don't have them. But you're gonna have to find a way to deal with that stress in another way other than lashing out. Lashing out's not gonna be good. Calling her out her name's not gonna be good. Acting funny towards her, that's not helping. That's actually fueling her fire. She wants you to act out, fam. So tough situations to go through. But a lot of these situations you really can't do anything about. You can't. Because a lot of people are just going to side with her just because they share a last name. They don't know how she acts in a relationship, bro. None of them have been in a romantic relationship with her. They don't know what she does around the house, family. They don't know what she does first thing in the morning. They're never with her first thing in the morning. So she could tell them, oh, I wake up every day and I pray. And then I just walk around and burn my sage. And I'm very silent. He's the one who gets up with an attitude. Bro, how do they know she's lying? They don't know. And you expecting them to believe you over her, bro, come on, you'll be chasing your tail. You'll be chasing your tail. So the best thing to do is gracefully bow out of a lot of these situations. If they're acting, there might be a couple of them that say, bro, no matter what, we still family. I'm still going to be around you. It is what it is. But there's going to be some of them that act funny. You got to expect it. Be ready for it. Most of the battle, bro, is being aware of something. Once you're aware of it, it's not that hard to deal with. How hard is it to deal with a snowstorm, bro? And you knew it was coming for 3 weeks. You done got the salt, the shovels. You done put your cars in the garage. You done called off work. You ready. You got food. You good. But if you don't know the snowstorm's coming and you don't have a warning, now that's when it blindsides you. So, bro, this storm is coming your way. You just had a breakup. These relatives are not going to treat you the same way as they used to treat you. They're going to be distant. The energy's going to be off. Now you at least know why, and you can explain it to yourself. Oh, okay, that makes sense. She lied to him. She lied to them. She told them her side of the story. Her side of the story is a little fabricated. She's putting the pressure on them. They might not know how to deal with this. She might be telling him I ain't coming to get the baby up like I am. Paying for the baby like I am, huh? She might say that she going through it with my new girl, huh? They don't know, bro. They're not going to do enough research to find out. They're just going to believe what she says. You continue to move like a man that has some character about himself, bro. That got some honor about himself. That got some respect about himself. And everything will clean itself out. But as far as your relationship dynamics with these folks that you came to know as family, they're probably going to fade. Most of them are going to fade. It just is what it is, fam. All right? Now, if a lot of these things I was talking about resonates with you, if you're going through this type situation, or if you feel like you're going to go through this type situation, or you went through it before, you didn't navigate through it correctly, and you need some help to clean up some of the stuff, go down in the description, book a call on my Calendly, man. We'll talk about it a little bit. See if we need to establish a relationship to help you, to get a plan together to help you get through this situation over a course of a couple months. Or you might need to see a therapist, bro, or a family counselor. And I can point you in the direction of some great people that can help you in those areas. All right. So just go down in the description, book a call, and we'll get to it, man. I'm available for you. And this is what I do. Listen, you are not the only person that has gone through this type situation. You will not be the only person that goes through this type of situation. It goes on every day. We have to come together as men and help each other navigate. We can't always keep these things a secret, and we do have to trade things that we've gone through, right? Especially us middle-aged guys, us older guys that have gone through these situations, bro. We don't want to see y'all go through what we went through. You understand? So it doesn't help any of us if we don't communicate and talk about these situations, all right? So it is your boy once again. Mark my words. I appreciate you for tuning in with your boy, man. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back at you with another part of becoming a baby dad.